Pelé, Curiosities from the 1958 World Cup. Pelé, Edson Arantes do Nascimento, is considered one of the greatest football players of all time. He was born on October 23, 1940, in Brazil, and had a brilliant career that spanned more than 2 decades. One of Pelé's most notable achievements was at the 1958 World Cup, held in Sweden. At just 17 years old, he was the youngest player to participate in a World Cup. Brazil arrived at the tournament with a talented team and renewed hopes after the failure in the previous edition, in 1954. If you like football and are a fan of our King Pelé, subscribe to the channel and press the bell to receive our next videos, as soon as they are posted. And stay with us until the end and discover why the number 10 shirt is famous in the world of football. Pelé quickly stood out in the tournament and scored his first goal in the 1-0 victory over Wales in the quarter-finals. In the semi-finals, against France, he scored 3 goals and helped Brazil win 5-2. In the final, against Sweden, Pelé scored 2 goals and also provided an assist for Vavá, contributing to the 5-2 victory and winning the first world title for Brazil. Pelé's performance at the 1958 World Cup was impressive, especially considering his age and inexperience. He demonstrated professional skills, speed, refined technique and a unique ability to score goals. His performance caught the attention of the football world and marked the beginning of a phenomenal career. Already leave your like, this helps YouTube deliver it to more people, help promote the career of our dear and eternal Pelé. Before the final call for the 1958 FIFA World Cup, the Brazilian Sports Confederation, CBD, decided to subject the players to psychological tests carried out by psychologist João Carvalhais. The objective was to evaluate the athlete's intelligence and psychological balance. In Pelé's case, he scored 68 points out of a total of 123 possible points. This assessment led Carvalhais to recommend that the technical committee not call up Pelé, as he considered him obviously childish and believed that he did not have an adequate sense of responsibility for the collective game. However, Carvalhais' recommendation was not followed, and Pelé was included in the squad that would travel to Sweden. The player, decades later, commented on the matter, admitting that, at 17 years old, he didn't feel very responsible and that his main concern was just playing and having fun. He recognized that more experienced players, such as Didi, Nilton Santos and Gilmar, carried the team's weight and responsibility. During the 1958 World Cup, Pelé began wearing the number 10 shirt. In fact, the numbering of the players' shirts was determined by the Brazilian national team's technical committee, led by coach Vicente Fiola. The number 10 shirt is traditionally awarded to the team's most skilled and creative player, and at that time, Pelé was already standing out for his professional skills. Therefore, Pelé's choice to wear the number 10 shirt was not requested, but an intentional decision by the coaching staff, confirming his talent and potential to be a fundamental player in the Brazilian team. This decision turned out to be significant as Pelé played a crucial role in Brazil winning the 1958 World Cup title. At the start of the tournament, Pelé was placed as a substitute in the first 2 matches. There are contradictory versions about why he started the World Cup as a substitute. A common version states that, after a goalless draw against England, Brazil won their 3rd game against the Soviet Union. The leaders of the time, Bellini, Nilton Santos and Didi, convinced coach Fiola to select Pelé and Garrincha, as victory was essential. Other versions point out that Pelé started on the bench due to an injury suffered in a game against Corinthians. During the game, Pelé was injured in a throw with left-back Ari Clemente, who became known as the player who almost played Pelé out of the World Cup. Opinions differ as to whether the injury was the result of an intentional or accidental kick by Ari. In the 3rd game of the group stage, Pelé finally had the chance to enter the field and was instrumental in the 2-0 victory over the Soviet Union. Garrincha scored the first goal, while Pelé provided the assist for Vava's second goal and hit a ball against the post. Then, in the following game against Wales, Pelé scored a spectacular goal, taking a shot from Didi, covering the defender and shooting with his left foot to score a beautiful goal. In the semi-finals against France, Pelé had a standout performance, scoring 3 goals in the 5-2 victory. He became the youngest player to score 3 goals in a World Cup match. He then reached the World Cup final, and Pelé, at 17 years and 249 days old, became the